Right.
You see the contract, signed contracts, you see them dated and all that. So even this morning, I'm trying to figure out either JReed is delusional or somebody was telling him something. Come to find out, he got left in Vegas. Travis Ford. Travis hadn't seen JReed for 2-3 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
Right? So how did you reconnect with JReed?
I've been knowing JReed probably like 8 years, so bad. And then he made a comment under Dodge Network when we had that phone call the next day.
So JReed called who? Luce?
I believe so, yeah. We were talking about a show. I'm getting like doing.
Okay, no. Okay, so let me tell you how it started, right? So basically, Travis and JReed was at a studio.
Yeah.
So then the phone call to me came. How long after?
Like 3 or 4 days after that.
Yeah, like something like around there. That's all that was around the same time.
And
going to the studio.
And
going to the studio.
As well.
I didn't even know y'all was beefing.
But hold on, that's something different. I don't know what that is.
As well.
I didn't even know y'all was beefing.
But hold on, that's something different. I don't know what that is. Right? So we set the meeting, what, 3 days later or so?
Nah, it was the same day.
Yeah, same day.
We met the same day.
Of the phone call.
Okay, we go to dinner. I remember Travis, you and the other dude showed up late, about 45 minutes late.
Right.
So was y'all coming from LA or something?
Yeah, we came from LA.
Okay, so we had a meeting. You walk in, you say, Wack, you know JReed? I said, no, the only JReed I know from Inglewood.
Yeah.
So you was kind of surprised that I think he had shopped it to you like I knew it.
Right.
So y'all sat at the end of the table, me and Travis have our conversation. Boom. We go to leave. Trav, one of y'all want to take a pic?
You and Mozzie had a conversation.
Oh, me.
You and Mozzie.
Mozzie on the
side
side
and went blank.
Yeah, and then y'all was at the end of the table. Travis too.
Yeah.
And JReed.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
So we eat, we have our discussion, come up with our numbers, and then we go to leave. Somebody asks for a photo, we take a photo. That photo came from that day. So at this point in time, that photo came from that day. So at this point in time, I've seen JReed about an hour and a half of my life. That's it. So when y'all left that day, Travis, what was the conversation?
Shit, unlocked and all that shit. Basically the same shit. But it wasn't him like asserting himself. I told the nigga like, I'm gonna look out for it. I believe started, somebody said they was gonna give him like a little piece of theirs too. They little percentage of shit. I told him I don't do the numbers, I don't do the contracts. I can't handle that part.
Well, who told them they was gonna give him a percentage? Somebody said they was gonna give him some money or a percentage.
So shit.
He said a percentage.
Told them they was gonna give him some money or a percentage.
Travis is saying he told him that he was giving you he was going to give him a percentage, but they didn't work that out. That's what Rick Rock was saying earlier to you.
Well, let me ask you this, Travis.
And I was trying to let him know as time going, I can't really make those decisions. Let us unlock the app. Let us get it booming. Okay, for sure you brought us in. Nigga gonna make sure you good. Nigga ain't about to just leave you out the loop.
Flag on the play. See, what had happened was everything beyond this point is all allegedly for educational and entertainment purposes only. So this is the question that everybody needs to ask. See, Wack is saying that the contract was already signed and he didn't have no business being up there, right? Now, if the contract was already signed, what was he really up there for? See, if you listen to what JReed said when it very first happened, before he could switch a story or whatever, you know, you go back to the rarest form of the truth, and that's from the beginning, right? So this is what I believe happened. JReed was sent to Nojumper because there were some number issues about the Dodge and Wack100 contract, right? Now, the reason why JReed was there is because Luce Cannon had an issue with one of the employees at Dodge Network, allegedly. So JReed was taking his place. And by him taking the employee's place to get this deal finalized, the numbers was just the only issue. They just had to verify the subscribers, right? So JReed took the employee's place to get the contract solidified and verified. And by him doing that, he was going to get 10% of Dodge Network. See, Dodge Network is two different entities, two different companies. You got Dodge Network, and then you have Dodge Unlocked, right? So he was going to get 5% from Dodge Network and 5% of Dodge Unlocked. But before he can get his percentage, he had to verify the exposers channel's subscriber account. See, but by him doing that, it kind of made Wack mad. It kind of, you know, made Wack feel some type of way, because JReed was pressing him about the subscriber count. Now, if Wack100 subscriber count is not the same number or more that's in the contract, then Wack is in breach of contract. Now, if Wack100 subscriber count is not the same number or more that's in the contract, then Wack is in breach of contract. So, like I said, this is all allegedly. JReed was there to verify that Wack100 had 80,000 subscribers. JReed said he asked him about 80 subscribers, 80,000 subscribers, right? And when he asked him, then Luce Cannon came walking up, right? Because it looked like in the video, JReed was talking to Wack100 first. Then there was a discrepancy, right? Then Luce Cannon comes walking up. Then Wack100 walks back. And then Luce Cannon attacks. Now, with all that being said, there is a man that's still in the hospital. And I know I did a video saying that he passed, but let's keep it real. When you no longer have function of your brain, what are you? I'm pretty sure only the machine is keeping them alive. When you don't have brain function, you're a vegetable, allegedly. Now, it doesn't really matter how it happened, because this man's life is basically ruined. It doesn't matter how it happened. It only matters that it happened, right? It don't matter if he was over there. It doesn't matter. There's been burglars that didn't sue homeowners that didn't shot them and didn't whoop their ass. Do you understand? These are the innocent bystanders. They got greeted by the owner of the establishment. They were brutally beaten and humiliated on a worldwide stage. So it's kind of looking like if JReed has something to do with this, JReed need to be put in the same box as Loose Cannon and Wack100, because this pastor, this preacher right here, was up there in good faith. He had his life in JReed's hands. If JReed went up there on some faulty business, then he should be responsible. He should be held responsible for whatever happens to this man, along with Adam 22, Wack100, Loose Cannon, his whole damn weak crew, them busters. Sweetie, them busters you with. Now, like I said, JReed was supposed to be going over there because Loose Cannon had a problem with a Dosh employee. JReed took JReed went over there because Loose Cannon had a problem with the employee, so JReed took his place, right? By him taking his place, he was gonna get 10% of the company, 10 from Dosh, 5 from Dosh, and 5 from Dosh Unlock. But he had to verify the number of subscribers that Wack100, the exposers, have. So maybe Wack didn't have the complete numbers, the correct numbers for the contract. You never know, allegedly. But the only way he was going to get 10% of this company is if he verified the subscribers, check the books, make sure the books are all adding up. Wack100 felt disrespected because the person that was really supposed to check the books never showed up. So he's like, why are they seeing you? He's supposed to be here. That pissed Wack off. He started getting aggressive, allegedly. Loose Cannon came over there. Loose Cannon Wack100 stepped back, and Loose Cannon attacked. They all attacked. Meanwhile, this man right here, he probably had a Bible in his hand. This man is a honest civilian. You can't judge a man for where he lived. Hell, he can't help that he lived there. He was born there. He probably don't bang no more. His ass just live in the area. He guilty by communication, cuz. Flag on the play. See, what had happened was I was patrolling these YouTube streets out here with my water gun with holy water, and in Mr. No Lacking out here just looking for you damn heathens. Get back, you damn heathens, you get back.
They keep talking about you left him in Vegas. When did you leave him in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, because he was old, man. We got an argument. He was on my time. You know, I got a job. You know, I work. You feel me? So I was just here for the Halloween party real quick. That's the picture of me, him, Mozzie. You feel me? Went to the party real quick, and I came back, and he was with that dude Monster or whatever that dude's name is. That nigga, and I'm telling him like, nigga, you gotta go, nigga. So he wanted to be with that nigga, so I left him. Like, kick it with him. Bye.
Who was Monster?
I got up out of there.
You want to bring him up?
Yeah. You know.
So then shit, I left him there. You feel me? Because I had to go to work. And I know Reed, sometimes he get a little tipsy, man. He be on his own little thing, you feel me? Like, I've been knowing this nigga 8 years, and he like, that's him. He's like a extra businessman, you feel me? He like try to do extras and stuff. That's just him. Anytime, anybody that know he, that's that nigga. And I think
So
like
when did you leave? What was that date you left him in Vegas?
Oh shit, man! I gotta go look at the flyer. It was
That was November though, right?
Yeah, it was November.
That's what I'm saying, Rock. And like, this meeting wasn't until December 26th.
Run the content.
Smooth.
Did you have a discussion with another cat that these audios and text messages came from? I guess you supposed to gave some audios and text messages to some dude from the back, in the back.
All right, say it one time for me. It was kind of skipping.
I'm asking Travis, I said, some guy from the Bay, did you exchange audio and text messages, the ones that's online?
Nah, nobody. I don't even know nobody in the Bay.
Well, you know I got
nobody in the Bay.
All right.
Wait. Hold on.
It's
Listen.
one nigga.
Wait.
Mike people. That's what I'm talking about.
Rock.
I don't know his name and shit though.
You saying that he gave text messages and recorded
Master.
phone calls out?
I don't know if you know YouTube
but
or
he
not.
just said he didn't, right?
Hold on, he's talking.
That's Soulja Boy's best friend.
No, wait, hold on, Travis, because I asked you this when we first got on here, right?
You said what?
I asked you that. I told you. I said they said that you was recording calls and sending them out.
And then JReed probably sent it. I had to probably send it to him.
And he said he didn't do it. So was it JReed? Rock, the dude told you Travis?
Yeah, he said Travis.
Wait, hold up. That's why I asked Travis, you sure you don't know nobody in the Bay, right?
I don't know this dude. All right. Let me play this recording. Hold on, mute up. Play recording. I don't know this dude.
5 days later, Happy New Year, and then you respond, Happy New Year, King. If it was bad, right? That's my homie, right? But why would I message you Happy New Year? Why did Luce Cannon immediately block JReed, but yet he's still talking to Travis Ford? It's because they never knew that them niggas was even doing this deal. He was trying to insert himself in a percentage from what Travis Ford is saying. You know what I'm saying? Travis Ford is just letting me know what happened because I said, bro, that nigga Rick Rock stuck his neck out and it's looking bad on him because now you got niggas like, oh, you a snitch, whoop, and it makes me look crazy because I'm having these conversations as who I am and I'm just like, bro, because I asked JReed, I said, bro, are you going to put anything out? Because you can't just have a nigga out here talking bad about your homie like, oh, he's a snitch, he's supporting this whoop when it's not him, bro. So who actually did it, or are we not gonna say nothing? So I said, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna call Travis. So I hit Travis trying to tell me everything that went down. He sent me the real messages. Look at it, watch this. This is Travis Ford, just son told me. Yeah, watch this. So Travis Ford sends me the actual message. Which I don't know. JReed didn't want to send it to me apparently, but Travis Ford did. Look at this. So look at this. Mind you, look at the time. On the 26th at 5:39. Next week I'll go with you. I ain't ready and I got my mom's foster kid. Thank you. Appreciate that, gang. Respect. I'm gonna talk to Mozzie, try to get him down. We can launch all together. On December 25th at 6:53, Nojumper tomorrow. Oh shit, all of us, let me know what's up. So now you see the context from the message. But, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, he tried to line him up and they pretty much got the upper hand is what happened. Because they knew that he was trying to line him up by lying to him is what, you know, Travis is saying. And he has the messages to prove it because he let it be known, don't go down there. He had already told them. So nobody knew he was going up there. No, nobody knew he was going up there because he was trying to insert himself by getting the deal done between Wack and Luce. He wanted his percentage. And so he was doing that by saying, look, I got the deal done that you guys couldn't do. They were already going to launch it the week after that. But he wanted his percentage now. So he pretty much lined himself up. Because you try to cut out your man, which was your man's, right? That's your man. You try to cut him out and talk shit, and he tried to cut out Travis Ford. Because Travis Ford had the percentage of Dasha locked. He had 100%. He was making a deal with Wack100 and Luce Cannon for 49%. He would keep the 51%, and they would run it together. But JReed wanted a percentage because he brought it. And so he felt like he wasn't getting his proper percentage, so he was pretty much going to cut him out because Mozzie had already made the platform. So JReed and Luce felt a certain way because they were dealing with Travis and Mozzie, so they felt a certain way. And I mean, they pretty much try to line each other up, but in the end, Luce Cannon beat his ass and left Travis Ford alone because he knew he was trying to cut him out. But he's saying, Luce Cannon is saying that he went too far, and so was Travis Ford. He was only going to beat his ass, but he took a content route as well, and the content wasn't what it was supposed to be because he did take it too far. So that nigga lied. Yeah, bro, and he lied to me because I really hit niggas and sent these messages that were pretty much in his favor. These messages are in his favor, but I did notice, between me and you, if you look at them, I do notice that there's a lot of deleted messages. Do you notice that, or is it just me? JReed. Between me and you, if you look at them, I do notice that there's a lot of deleted messages. Do you notice that, or is it just me? I noticed a lot. That's Travis Ford to JReed. So what he's saying is he's like, bro, I already told him before it went down. He was trying to line me up, and I told him, look, just don't show up. The nigga's not your friend. Because he knew, and Luce had already told him. So he was trying to help his homie out, even though JReed snaked him. He was trying to help his homie out. Because he felt bad because he did leave him in Vegas. So he was like, I kind of deserve it. But he didn't know that he was trying to line him up. But he told him not to show up, and that man still went because what? He wanted his percentage. So he thought that if he got the deal done, Ozzy was going to give him his percentage. Well, what percentage if he wasn't a part of it? Is he a part of it or he not a part of it? He was a part of it prior to that. If he got the deal done, Travis was going to give him 10%. 5% from Dosh Unlocked and 5% from Dosh Network. So he was, yes. But when he pulled that shit on Travis had to cut him off nicely. Like, if you notice, Travis ain't said nothing. But that's because he already told him not to go. The messages are there. Well, Travis not the owner, though. Mozzie the owner. But Mozzie created the platform for Travis. Dosh Unlocked. Dosh Unlocked was created for Travis. Travis was running that. Mozzie didn't want to give... Travis not the owner, though. Yeah, no, he is. No, he is. No, Mozzie, that's Mozzie shit. No, I know, but Dosh Unlocked is a separate entity. He didn't want to give Wack100 a piece of Dosh, so he created Dosh Unlocked for Travis and gave Wack100 a percentage of Dosh Unlocked. It's a separate entity because they were arguing with Lamel from Zeus because Mozzie says that he created Baddies, so they were already in an argument, so they created another platform. So it's like, yeah, Travis is the owner of Dosh Unlocked. He owns it. But Mozzie is the owner of Dosh. So he already knew. So is JReed telling the truth? Some. But is he telling the full truth? No. As in your interview? Nah, that's not the truth because that's not what happened. Because Travis Ford said he'll get on the phone to tell you exactly what happened. And he has the messages and the phone calls to prove it. Because get this. Travis had already been recording phone calls. He knew to record the phone calls because Wack100 was quite upset when the man didn't answer his calls and get his percentage because Wack100 had already promoted it and did what he was supposed to like he was told. So he felt a certain way when the man didn't answer the phone. So he tried to line somebody up and got himself lined up. Wow. Now, is it right? No, hell no, because you guys put two people in the hospital, but the other gentleman may die. But did you get an ass whooping for a reason? Yes. But is it wrong? Of course, because you went too far, and especially when someone doesn't hit back, you don't hit them, right? So, yeah, he was in the wrong, but at the same time, not really. But I feel a certain way now because I'm like, bro, You got my name out here doing this stuff, and I told him, I just talked to him maybe about 45 minutes ago. I said, bro, you have your friend who is your friend, like, vouching for you, and you're not saying anything. When they're calling Rick Rock a snitch, you're not saying anything, brother. And he has a YouTube with a lot of views, bro. You got almost 400K views in 2 weeks, and you're not stepping up for him. Why are you not saying anything? He's like, oh, well, I just don't want to respond. I said, but bro, your people are saying something for you, and you're not having your people's back. But Travis Ford has everything. He feels that way. Because Travis is like, what's the reason of me saying anything when JReed knows the truth? JReed already knew he was going to get beat up because he tried to line him up. He apologized after the fact.
Yeah, somebody lying, man.
Well, Travis Ford sent the messages. Travis Ford sent the phone call and the messages. Look, he said he mad at, oh yes, he can't say Dosh got anything to do with it. That was all him. He was mad at me because I'm still with Dosh and Wack on there. They've been signed the contract. You can't stop the biz now. I ain't seen JReed in 2 years. All this shit was all of a sudden.
I fuck with both of them niggas. Look, I fuck with both of them niggas, so I don't take no motherfucking side. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Just don't be lying and playing the nigga on.
Nah, ain't nobody taking no side. It's that what he's saying makes sense. If I ain't seen you in 2 years, but yet I have the deal, and I'm willing to give you a percentage, and then you get upset because I leave you in Vegas and I go finish the deal, yeah, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna line you up. Am I not? Nigga, you left me here to not finish the deal? And I'm supposed to get 10%?
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah, he lined him up. He's upset. The man was supposed to get a deal, and this man just said, I ain't seen JReed in 2 years, and all of a sudden, well, what? You just told me you was talking to Travis Ford every day. That's what you told me. You told Rick Rock that. It's on your interview right now. I've been talking to Travis Ford every day. Ain't that what it says?
Wow.
So the whole thing of lies, we just spreading out lies on the internet. And now you call flack for it. Now niggas doxing my number. I'm catching flack for it. Now I look stupid, but then I got JReed who don't want to say shit. All I do is help niggas, bro. Like, that's all I do. I create shit for people. And this man asked me for help, and I helped him. And it just backfired on me, bro. And really, that shit was emotions because I'm looking at the video sad, like, damn, why would anybody do something like that? And that's the only reason I believe him, right? Because you can't say you didn't look at that video and believe him, right?
What video?
Of him getting assaulted like that?
Well, if he went up there, if you said that's what he niggas, I don't know, homie. Listen, man, I see what's going on. I'm gonna chop it over with you. Send me the message, bro. All right, brother.
So, I think because we are the exposers and people don't like us, anything anybody says, they jump out the window, they believe it. I don't know.
But what can I say is Rick Rock was bamboozled because Travis and JReed was in cahoots at first.
Yeah, but this would I hold Rick
No,
Rock
but
down.
no, but listen, you missing it on Wack too because Travis was recording calls and he just got on here and said he never recorded a call.
So who's that dude right there, Travis? That dude. Because he say you sent him whatever you sent him. Yo, Travis.
Ty got the video.
Huh?
I don't know that nigga. I met the nigga through JReed. That's how I got the little video.
So you said
That nigga sent it to me.
Oh, I don't know, Rock.
That's what he said.
You can't get that.
That's what he
video
said.
in?
You heard what he's saying. Basically, he's saying.
Wait, hold on. Rock, what happened? Because you laughing.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So Travis, listen. Travis, hold up. Travis. So you left JReed in Vegas, right? He got upset.
Right.
Okay. Now, the day that he went to Nojumper, how did he get the address from you, right?
Right. Because I gave it to him the night before.
So listen, hear me out.
You gave it to him when?
So the percentage that he was supposed to get,
the
percentage that he was supposed to get was discussed.
We never.
What you? Hold up, Wack. Hold up. The percentage that you was supposed to get was discussed with you, right?
This is the spin he's supposed to give me. I mean, from me.
What? You and JReed.
Originally, he was supposed to split it with somebody 5%. You feel me? But
that's what listen. I know that already. Look.
Right. Later on down the line, though, months went by. It's like, nigga can't do that. Wack got his contract, which he didn't know. It was the numbers already, was there. You feel me? Like I told you.
Listen, we know that because we got the contract. So listen, that's what I'm trying to get to. Now, that video that's online right now, you heard it already, right?
Right.
Exactly. So you already knew from the conversation that was held in that video, you couldn't go to Nojumper, right?
What you talking about?
Hold on, what? God damn.
What you talking about the video right now? That the little shit that just leaked? I never heard that, never had no beef or nothing like that. Video was when the nigga sent it to me, it was brand new to me. But what's crazy is
but you still got it though. That's what I'm asking. You still got it, right?
Yeah.
When did he get it?
Yeah.
He said he got it. That's why yeah, he said he got it.
When did he get it?
I took yesterday.
Ain't got nothing to do with December.
Right.
Cause I know why he didn't go up there.
So what
it was like all right,
what made him go?
You know how niggas go up there, when niggas go up there Nojumper, they have a couple of friends and shit, you feel me? Like I was saying, he feels like, I could be around, I can link him up together. And that's JReed, you feel me? He's a good nigga, like, you feel me? Happy. He was invited.
What part of this you don't understand?
That's not what, what?
No, I hear you.
What?
No, I'm showing you what I was told.
Again, I'm not about to
That's
go
what you was told. Why you think he didn't go?
I'm not going.
Well, he didn't go because I told him not to go.
And I'm not going without my team.
That
was for me and Mozzie. Mozzie wasn't going to be there. It was no use for me to even be there. That's JReed overasserting stuff or whoever he talking to. It wasn't me. They called me late night like, man, this shit happened. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the bed. Whatever. Hey.
You told Luce.
Nigga wasn't even thinking about no shit like that. You feel me?
JReed was mad at me. I left him in Vegas, so he went and made up some stuff. He told
Luce, that's when he apologized.
He told Luce I didn't want him on the deal.
Yeah, that's when he told me after that. After he got beat up or jumped or whatnot, nigga, he hit me like trap. I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what's up? What you gotta tell me? He like, man, when you left me in Vegas, man, I was real mad at you. I start telling them, you feel me, this and that and that. And I'm like, man, I ain't even mad at you, bro. You feel me?
He said he started telling
the
them
tape
what?
come out. He said the shit, and I think he told me that because he was gonna release that shit sooner or later.
He said he started telling them what?
He said what?
Hey, look, this is why he didn't go up there. And after this, I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta go work out. Check this out.
I just think like when people don't understand business, you don't have to say anything no more.
But I just heard that yesterday. Me and this nigga Luce ain't never got into it or nothing like that. That nigga, I just heard that yesterday for the first time.
That's why he didn't take his ass up there.
Nah, that ain't right. Take nigga, he called me. I just heard that for the first time.
I'll go, y'all. I'm out of
Well,
here.
here go the
Man.
thing, Rick Rock. That can't necessarily be true because
Yeah, I
if
know it ain't that.
JReed is lying, bro.
No, but you have to
Bro, I'm not listening.
No,
See,
but
because I don't
you
give
know
a
how
fuck
people
about none
do.
of it because I'm dealing
They
directly with mine.
it's a small clip, Unc. You,
Yeah, but listen,
hold on, listen to the play.
just because
It's a
Jay
small
Reed
clip
is
that
telling you,
justifying.
listen, but this what I'm saying though. Just because Jay Reed telling you something loose, don't mean that's the real from Travis.
We know that.
So Travis is not going to be thinking, oh, this is going on. Look, if a nigga come tell you, Wack100 had you robbed, and I know I ain't got nothing, I don't know nothing about the robbery. I'm not thinking not to pull up by the robbery because whatever nigga telling you, I'm oblivious to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Regardless,
I
when my
do
was
know
coming, I wasn't going.
that nigga was on his way up there because he said, Wack, I got a barber on the way. Can he get in? A mobile barber. I said, well, shit, Bobby just called and canceled. So his people was moving to Nojumper. That's like 3:30.
And I talked to the nigga right after that.
Yeah, so like he like
I was his ride.
Now watch this. So Travis, why would JReed tell Luce Travis stopping it? What would make him do that?
That nigga was mad at me because I left him in Vegas. So he told me that he apologized for. He said, "Man, I apologize that he got his ass. Kicked down, whatever. You feel me?" He said, like, shit,
Listen,
I was mad at you because you left me in Vegas.
The only Travis, you don't have to. You don't have to even worry about that because that's like obsolete. Yeah, but that's obsolete to what happened because they trying to tie things into it.
I ain't worried about all that.
Yeah, they trying to tie things into certain things that don't have nothing to do with it.
Came out yesterday, and I'm like, oh, that's why you heard it more.
You heard me, Wack?
What's that?
That they trying to tie just a bunch of things together because they know they got on here and listen, hey Travis, everybody got on here, the YouTubers and everything like that, and ridicule me and Wack.
We talked. Well, no need for me to be up there.
Yeah, I know what. Listen, the nigga was in.
It ain't even making no sense. That little narrative right there, like, you feel me?
No, that don't even make sense because
can't
nobody tell me that because when I called him, he said, Wack, I got a mobile barber. Can they get in the building in case they get there before us? I said it ain't no need for it because Mozzie just canceled. Because it was ironic because Luce, remember I told you I went to barber that situation.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right. So
yeah,
I said it ain't no need to because Mozzie just canceled, so there's no need for you to come up there, right? You were like, okay, cool. And that was it. So how long after that did you call JReed, Trav, when I got off the phone with you to tell him it was canceled? Because you said he coming up. But see, hold on.
Right after that.
I'm going to tell you why Travis was going to ride with me. Exactly. He said that JReed's ride is him. So keep figuring, if I ain't coming to pick you up and you entourage with me, I ain't got to rush to call you. Because you did tell me that.
Yeah, no, so, but what I'm saying is, they trying to put little clips and trying to spin another narrative now. You get what I'm saying? The narrative is the nigga should have been up there.
Yeah, no, all of them. Rick Rock,
that's
all
it.
Y'all got to stand on. You got bamboozled and hoodwinked. You got bamboozled and hoodwinked. Nigga, you niggas got tricked. That dude that was on that recording admitted we got lied to. We looking crazy and all this shit. The nigga told y'all what he wanted to tell y'all and utilize your platform.
This is facts.
And utilize your platform.
This is facts.
That's really
so it's not even the point that they literally try to spin a narrative and try to put niggas in jail, quote unquote, calling and doing all this other stuff like that. And because they seen a dude on a couch crying. They seen him wipe his eyes and shiver and
Talking
say,
about
"Oh, I'm
people
a
baiting him.
50-year-old man."
What were they saying? People baited him up. Ain't nobody told that dude to go up there. I don't know him to tell him nothing. Travis, Mozzie canceled. I tell Travis Mozzie canceled. Travis don't show up. Travis is telling me that he is right, but when you told him not, you wasn't going. Didn't he tell you he was going? He told him he was going anyway.
Yeah, but that's where it got tricky. You get what I'm saying? Now what's that outcome gonna be? Is everybody gonna call in and apologize, make these videos and say, yeah, that's what we saying. So there's no point to even put out another narrative about how it happened when we already know the truth.